Alright, what's up party people? I'm trying to see if I can get this to actually work while I stand, which I'm very curious to see if it actually pans out. I don't know. Let me know. In the meantime, today we are going to do a grudge match. We are going to run this shit up against Hollywood Pizza. I'm pretty excited. He's been talking like Mono Blue Spirits always beats Rakdos, and I just know that's not true. So we're gonna play it out. We're gonna play it out and see what happens. I could be wrong. You know, maybe he's got a hot build of Mono Blue Spirits I've never seen before, but I'm willing to bet that if we're gonna play best of 3 in 3 straight matches, pretty good odds we can take it down. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, get this deck on the board and see what happens. So we're looking at Rakdos Midrange. It's been through a lot of different iterations, as you all know. If you've seen us play at all in the last 2 weeks at least, you've seen Rakdos Mid. Deck's good, strong, hard to deal with. The meta is adapting pretty heavily to deal with it. Let's see if I can get this lighting issue. Give me a sec here. Does that help or hurt it? Oh god, it got better or worse. Alright. Good enough for me. Anyway, the meta's adapted quite a bit. So what we see now for meta tends to be Mono Green Devotions coming out in numbers, which makes sense. It's one of the decks that just goes way over the top. Alright, looks like we're ready to roll. Let's get it done. Up against HollywoodBlack A.K.A. Hollywood Pizza A.K.A. Pizza Goif. Let's see what's poppin'. Opponent going first. I don't like this hand regardless. Yeah, this hand is hot garbage. We're not doing this. Little mulligans. That's more like it. We'll take the Glorybringer off the top. Have ourselves a lovely set here. We're both playing with some knowledge of what the other one has, so I'm pretty okay with this mulligan scenario. Yep. And for a penny and for a pound, let's fucking do it. Okay, Mausoleum Wanderer hits. Ascendant Spirit hits. Okie dokie.
Welcome to the DarkStream.
So, I think I like Blood Tithe Harvester here. It does a good job of telling the Ascendant Spirit to fuck off while simultaneously forcing their turns. Hey, what's up, Jam.Pam? Appreciate you. Yeah, having fun against pizza. It's gonna be interesting. And yes, I'm aware the angle on this, I need to be shorter, right? Like just play on my knees kind of thing. I feel like that's the solution here. I don't know. We'll see. Can we take down Ascendant Spirits, Mausoleum Wanderers? Possibly. Possibly. The scenario we don't want? Okay. Okay. No, I'm actually fine on this. If they go all in on it, we still get the Blood Chief Thirst it. This keeps Rattle Chains from being the issue. Oop. So this is still just a 2 for 2 and we're treading water. More importantly, they're not getting ahead. And that is where I want to be in this match, is not letting them get ahead. Blue Spirits. Oh, fuck off, Dart Zero. Yes. Okay. Do we keep the Fable or the Fabled? I like the Graveyard Trespasser in this match. It applies a lot of pressure, blocks Haven. Kind of like what most of this is doing. I don't know that we need Fabled Passage here. It's a little early to tell. We'll hold for another turn and see where we're at. Yeah, that's better. So, let's push this out. They should have the counter. Come on now. No. Interesting. Okay. Well, don't mind that. Yeah, see, I'm with you, Jam.Pan. I think this is an easy matchup for Rakdos typically. But Hollywood Pizza said that he was struggling left and right to beat Blue Spirits. So we decided we were going to throw it together and see how it felt for him, because I have a hard time believing that this is a difficult matchup for Rakdos. I just do. I'm not saying it's amazing, I'm just saying Shackle Guy's there, eh? Okay. I just don't think it's as hard as it's been made out to be. Yeah, we can do this at this point. Okay, so we've got a Shackle Geist on the board. We've got 4 points of damage, 5 points of damage. What we would like to see, ideally, is a little bit more removal here. But in the absence of that, oh, that'll work. Let's start with Fable. Let's make sure that hits. And I don't think we need Hive of the Eye Tyrant to go down yet. Yes. We need to put some pressure on. This does that and gives us back some life, which we like. Do we want this from case of a top deck Glorybringer? Maybe? Fuck, maybe. Then again, we do just want more removal. Yeah, I think it's worth keeping to pitch it to the Fable. Like, we're going to see Faceless Haven come up here. We're going to see 7, 9, 10 points of damage if we're not blocking. That seems fine. You swing all out. There's no reason to leave the Wanderer back. Okay. Interesting. Really? Okay. Maybe a day late dollar short game 1. We'll see. Okay. These don't matter. We need removal, removal, removal. Lands. Curses. Okay. Well, not ideal. We can get up to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We did 0 removal. Super awkward. Really needed some. 1 piece of removal there would have been probably enough to get us back into the game with this Blood Tithe. I think now we're going to have to do Blood Tithe, Pitches, Blood Crypt, try to find 1 more piece of removal here so we can get around the Shackle Geist issue. Well, that at least somewhat gets around Shackle Geist, but Mausoleum Wanderer is probably going to kill us because they're going to play 1 Spirit Swing in the air and get us. And that will probably be game 1, but they may not have it. And on the off chance they don't, we're going to play this fucker out. Because we still could get there, weirdly, after all of this. Just a borrower. Okay. Interesting. Man, they must have had you must have the most awkward draws ever, HollywoodBlack. I gotta imagine, right? Alright, as much as I love standing, clearly I'm too tall to do this, so we're gonna go all the way down. I know, it's awesome. Whee! All the way down. Oops. Okay, we got caught on something. Much better. Alright. Let's see here. we want to deal with this, gang? So, lots of smacks. Gotta get rid of Shackle Guys. That's step one. Shackle Guy stays, we lose, mathematically. Clash of the tier 1 decks. Yep. Alright, we may have overextended this one. We tried to do this standing up. I'm just too damn tall. That's what I learned today. Just too damn tall. So, let's see what they have. Post board, this matchup's supposed to feel a little bit better. Yep, that's the problem. Okay. So we've got lose due to not killing borrower first. No, that's not the math. Not the math 0. We swing with Graveyard Glutton, we get 2 more life, go to 6. That's not the problem. Like, Graveyard Glutton is what steals this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. The question is, so they go to 3. Now they're not in the best position. They missed the window. I mean, they may still have it, but it's going to be a tough one. There's the push. Okay. Do we just push out the borrower? That can't be right. We hold the push back. What you got? There we go. Game 1. Alright. What was that, Darth Zero? I can't quite hear you. I gotta throw some shade. So here's kind of the weird part of this matchup. I actually am gonna bring in Hidetsugu's consumes all. And my reasoning on this is they have 16 1-drops. I don't know if this is right, but this is my experiment. Because we have 4 Thoughtseizes to drop out anyway. And I don't think Kroxa is something we want to non-bow into a Hidetsugu, so I think I'd rather have Soul Shatters. Hell yeah. I mean, to be fair, if they had pushed literally just a 1 more spirit off the top, they had it that game. So, It was tighter than I wanted it to be. I think 1 Kalitas is probably okay. I don't love it though. I don't know. This Kalitas, it's great if you get it down, but it's a little slow. We'll try it like this. Do you have a link for this deck? Oh, is it not linked? I apologize if it's not. I thought this thing auto-linked it in. The fuck? Okay, clearly I need to shift Cardboard Live. I've got the wrong thing. I apologize, Jam.pan. I absolutely have the wrong link there. I will fix it after this. This is what we're rolling with for game 2. In the meantime, I might cut 1 Chandra for 1 Extinction. I'm back and forth. I will get the deck. I'll post it up in the chat. I promise you. It's just going to be a moment because, you know, I got to prove a point here. These Fabled Passages, I am back and forth on them. It's this for Sekenzen and Shatterskull smashing, and the reasoning on Fabled Passages, we need to kill opposing Kalitas, so we need to trigger things correctly. Well, that helps. I mean, that almost justifies all this shit. Yes. In for the thing. Okay, they didn't have their 1-drop. That's very odd. But they have that. Okay, that's fine. If I remember correctly, there's no card in their deck that counters this then. So we should get a Blood Tithe down. Excellent. And that's really what we want, so that we can, if they want a Curious Obsession this, we'll have two ways to deal with it. We start with the Blood Tide, they rattle chains, we abrade. You see the point. We're going through like that. We're prepping for this scenario. 2 points to the dome. And if they're not going to do that, then we just start swinging. Like the Jacob Jakes of old. Because we have a faster clock than they do. And I also kind of want to force them to have all the things. Puts a strain on their mana. Let's see. Summon Spirit, sure. Let's do this then. This both slows down their clock and possibly forces removal out the back. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, the shields are down. Okay. When the shields are down, we go ham. Them's the rules. We have to go that route. Yep, Cassandra. Nothing there. Nothing there. So we blow out the Spirit, play the Trespasser, smack in. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's force the awkwardness, and let's gain all the life and do all the things. And now we just have a better army than they do, which I also like quite a bit. Sometimes you just want to curve. We call that a curve stomp instead of a curb stomp. Curve stomp? No? Too cute? Probably. Okay. So, 1 mana up. Chandra should be able to get through. Again, we're just eating stuff and posting up a better clock than they are. Now they have to divert resources over to Chandra. In the meantime, we've got them dead a few different ways. So I think we will be able to smack through and grab this first match. But we are playing best of 3 matches too. Mausoleum Wanderer. Card's good. Card's good. Can you afford to swing there? Interesting. Okay. I didn't think that was a realistic option. I stand corrected. So we do this because if they want to counter it, they're going to have to sack Mausoleum Wanderer and Geistlight Snare it. There we go. And that's the first of 3. Of the best of 3 anyway. Let's run it back, and I will... Did the client freeze? Seriously? I think the client froze. Maybe? Okay, nope, we got it. Alright, jam.pan. Your deck list is coming. Let's toss it up. Here is the latest. Huzzah, copy paste. And on to the next. Run it back. HollywoodBlack. Join now. Let's do it. If you're wondering why Invoke Despair isn't sitting in the main board, but 2 are sitting in the sideboard, it is not good enough against Mono Green Devotion. Found that out the hard way, and it's not good at all against Mono Blue. And both of those are running around lately. It's also not really that great against anything other than the mirror and blue light control. And blue light control, you have to find a window. It's great in the mirror, but the mirror's a quarter of the meta. You'd think that's enough, but, you know, not quite. That should have the main and the side. Did it just... Huh, it only did the main? It's like it cut it off halfway through. Oh, it only does... Okay, I think that's too much text for this. Alright. Hold tight, GM.pan. We'll get it sorted. Apparently, Twitch does not like it. Twitch never likes it. Okay, so slow start from both decks here. No Thoughtseizes, no Fatal Pushes, no Strangle for me. and none of their basically 16 1-drops came in for them. Let's apply some pressure. You may ask yourself, why not the Bone Crusher? Because they didn't play anything like Tenacious Underdog is a clock. Interesting. I will trade that. No? Yeah, we have plenty of mana. Let's just do it this way. If you're gonna bump Ascendant Spirit, it's gonna die. Didn't think so. Okay. And if you don't bump Ascendant Spirit, it's still probably gonna die. We shall see. Okay. Okay. So we do it this way. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why? Because we want them to push the resources in. If they push the resources in, it's great. There we go. So now we get to do this. Do we want the Kalitas out? Or do we want... I think we want Kalitas out more than we want anything else. I mean, we can cut this, but then we still can't do shit there. Kalitas is a big game against them, so unless they have one of their, like, 2 Brazen Borrowers, this is where we want to be. It also allows us to do Bone Crush into Bone Crush next turn, which is nice if we need it. And if we don't, we'll see. Cutting's just such a good thing to be able to do here. For those watching, how's the sound quality? How's everything popping up? Is it showing up nice and normal and excellent and wonderful in every way? Eek. There's that Supreme Phantom. Ruh-roh. Sound is fine? Fantastic. Alright, the Phantom is loose. Ascendant Spirit is running around. Okay. If we go this route, yep, they should have the counter for this, but it can't be Geistlight Snare. I'll pay that. If you want to waste 2 counters on it, that's fine too. Okay. Now we can swing. Let's go ahead and gain a little life. Push us back up. And shove it on back over. Gonna need to find some solutions here. Gonna need to find solutions quickly. A Fatal Push would be lovely. May not have that option. This may come down to something else entirely. You a warrior? Do you get warriors? No, just vampires and zombies. You a zombie? Fucking giant. Damn it. Alright. We're getting into the turns where you absolutely have to see the right thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy frick. They might run away with this one. Oh, that Thoughtseize is most unwelcome. I think they're going to run away with this one. We're not seeing... I need 1 removal piece to push the tide down. And we get a Fatal Push there, and I think we could get through the rest. But we didn't see that. So, is there a path through? Let's see how risky everyone's feeling. Are we feeling like there's a path? Let's find out. Misplays still exist. We gotta play for the misplay sometimes. Yep, no misplay there. Alright. So, what we're gonna play for is a big ribbons at the end. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get a ribbons for 5. We need to get them to 6. We can get them pretty low. Do they have lethal here? 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah. That's some spice. Alright. I mean, it'd be really spicy if I had a Fatal Push, but imagine that. A Fatal Push and I just don't even play it till at the last moment. Well, I guess Mausoleum Wanderer. Eh. Yeah, we would have pushed already if we had it. Holy balls, 6 damage. Let's just do a little crying emoji here. Yeah, you got this one, HollywoodBlack. Alright. Couple Soul Shatters. Yep. Extinction Event? I think so. Kalitas really didn't seem to matter there, and I'm not surprised. Let's dump out those Thoughtseizes. Let's dump out the Kroxa, and let's dump out Kalitas. And what are we now? The deck with infinite removal. The worst nightmare, right? I don't think the rest of this matters. We could shove a Duress in, but like everything in this deck is basically removal. You'd go over like a Fable. You know what? Over one Fable seems reasonable. We have Hidetsu Goose. We don't really want to go there. And I'm willing to take one more of these out for an Invoke. Yeah, that's where we're going to go. They could misclick Darth Zero. You never know. You never know. This shit happens. Man, I gotta find a way to get the green screen to extend all the way up to the, like, past the fan into the ceiling so that I can stand and play. Probably that's not gonna happen, but man, you know, we got the standing desk, right? You want to use it. It's just fun. I'm too tall. That's the problem. Like, I didn't lie in all my Tinder profiles, apparently. All 3 of them. Gotta try different strategies, you know. Got ideas for the green screen. Zero, part of me really wants to put a computer like so, like walls here, computers in the middle facing each other, so we have like this battle scene and we just paint the walls green. I don't know. I kind of want to go there. Just cause. Alright, well, we get to do this because we're on the play. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Don't care if that doesn't pan out. I don't like losing. Okay, you can counter a Bone Crusher. But will you slip out the back? Or just sack it? Dive down. Dive down? Some spice. Ooh, look, we drew another Fatal Push so we can push it. Derp derp. Down goes 1. Sack it all you like. I swear to God. I'm not falling for this shit. Dive down. Ain't nothing divey about that. Derp. Dive it. Dive it. Do it again. Well, that's awkward. Good old slip out the backs. Okay. Is it just Torture Defiance? No, the thing will just die. Is it Blood Tide Harvester? That seems mopey. I don't know, gang. It's probably still Blood Tide Harvester. We can save the Soul Shatter for a moment. If we get another land, we might be able to Chandra into the Soul Shatter. Chandra into Soul Shatter. Dive downs and slip out the backs. Somebody came ready. Somebody came to play. That. Can't kill anything with a harvester. We can at least do this. What you gonna do? Okay. Let's do a little soul shattering. See what they do. Gotta have the counter. Okay, they had that. Take a little bit of damage. But unless they have a land to follow it up, we can wipe the board. Alright. Let's see if it works. Droop. No spell pierce. Yeah. And okay, the fact that there's a pause worries me so much. I'm just sitting here like, please don't have the thing you almost certainly have, right? So, based on the fact that they almost certainly have it, let's do the basics. You want to slip out the back? Yeah. You want to slip out the back. And I kind of want to keep Chandra alive, so we're not even going to mess with it. Oh, right, because Shackle Guys will kill it anyway. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Kalitas has been excellent in the mirror match and against specific other archetypes, notably Cat Oven. It is an absolute house against them. If Kalitas sits on the board for more than a turn, it's like Mayhem Devil for them. Like if Kalitas sits on the board, it just wipes them the fuck out. And it's not particularly close. Alright. Alright. Little Ascended Spirit, little Shackle Geist action. It's awkward. What in the hell could you possibly have here? This is the Shackle Geist moment? Brought to you by the makers of Pepsi Coca. Okay. But you clicked too soon, didn't you? Unless the last card's counter, which is gonna suck if that gets countered. Alright. We're in it, baby. Let's do it. Don't have rattle chains. One-time dealer. Don't have all the things. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 10. They can put me to 1. That seems unfair. This seems a little fair. Not a lot fair, but a little fair. Okay. Come on. Why is this suddenly my problem? I think we did. I think we did. The dive downs, the slip out the backs, they did their job. They did their job. Alright. Alright. Match 1 goes to Rakdos, match 2 most certainly does not. Is it gonna... Let's go forward? Maybe? There we go. It's best of 3 though. Best of 3. Any alterations? Should we just tilt and throw it all away? I don't think there's actually that much I would shift in this. I mean, you could get another Blood Chief's Thirst or a Strangle in. You can get an Abrade or another Bone Crusher in. And that might be worth considering. But not yet. Alright. This one's for the marbles. We're 1 and 1. This one's for the damn marbles. And then after this, let's see what to play. We could just keep playing. I mean, we're 1 win out of Diamond, and I may just showcase a little Mono Green Devotion. That said, Mono Green Devotion against this matchup is nightmare for Mono Green, because we don't have Skylasher, which they have in Pioneer. And without Skylasher, Mono Blue Spirits is the worst. Yeah, we're keeping this. I'm not thrilled about it, but we're keeping it. We can still top deck a Swan. Like that, see? Look at that. So easy. Rule number 1. They play thing, we kill thing. They play, we kill. Alrighty. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside that hand. Okay. Awkward. So the question is, do you do the Fatal Push here knowing it'll get through and just leave these 2 up even though neither of them can kill the goddamn Supreme Phantoms? And this can. I think we still have to, because this being able to counter this stuff is too big of an issue. Like we have to get it off the board. I hate that we have to, but we have to. Oh, you're awkward. We're not doing that. We need Bone Crusher up. We need to be able to kill the other one drop in case they play it. And if they don't, that's fine. Okay. Let's see what they do. I'd rather run this out and be able to get it back with a Culligan's command. Yeah, that's fine. That is what we call acceptable. Interesting. Wildborn Preserver, Shifting Ceratops. Shifting Ceratops is worth consideration. It truly is. Let's see the rattle chains. Or the denial. That's fine too. I actually like getting the Bone Crusher back. Kind of. Eh. Alright, let's kill all their shit. Welcome to the Rakdos plan, baby. All your shit is dead. I guess we start with Bone Crushers, right? If we're just playing Kalitas, they're probably just going to counter it, and we can get around the counters if we just wait. Because, like, you can't Guy Slide Snare this, and if we wait one more turn, they can't Guy Slide Snare it. Alright, on we go. I have a sneaking suspicion we can take game one. Okie dokie. That's fine. Well, it's Moby, but ultimately it's okay. That rattle chain is about to die, though. Yep. You get to draw, but you flooded a little too much, and now here we are. Oh, even better. Kalitas. I think you can call it. Yep. All right. We'll go to game two. Okay. Thoughtseize. Still not a good card. Kroxa. Still don't think that's worth it. Kalitas. Definitely worth cutting at least one copy. It might be the Fables that just need to go, honestly. Like, at least Kalitas gives us lifelink and an army in a can, but, like, these Fables do almost nothing. Where are you, Hidetsugus? I think we need the Hidetsugus. We'll do one Fable. I don't love it, but filtering's not bad. Killed in response, then paid the 1 mana. Yes, but I wasn't certain that that was the path to go on. Like, we don't really need Kalitas. It's just nice if it gets down, and more importantly, killing the rattle chains, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a stronger move. In retrospect, you're right. That's probably the correct play. I don't think it locks, so I think it would shift. Not 100%. It's been a minute since I played that level of competitive Magic. Well, these are trash hands. If we lose game two, everybody knows why. It's called mulligans. Kalitas, you gotta go down. Chandra, you gotta go down. Good lord. Play your Ascendant Spirit, I'll fucking blow it up. case you're wondering why, Strangle is something that they are, yeah, just going to be able to get around. So we're honestly just going to play a T-Dog probably, and then try to hit Etsugu and blow up the whole board. Although, no, yeah, it's this that we can try and get to the third land if we need to and still get a Strangle. I hates it. We're both mana screwed. It's kind of fun. Oh, give me a land off the top one time. Let me show how spicy this is. This was such a board plan. Damn it. Do we do it this way? How hard are we going on the value here? I'm going hard. I'm going hard. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. We're going hard. I want my value. Yes. Yes, queen. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this. If they fail to have a counter, like if this isn't the land they need for the counter, I think we're doing just fine, because we will Hidetsugu the whole damn board. If it goes down, we win the game. I'm tempted to blow Blood Tithe just to force them to do like a, I don't fucking know, slip out the back, rattle chain something. Fuck it. Let's force it. Let's force them to have it. Damn it. Okay. The bright side is we get to do this and smack for 6. And then next turn we'll still have Strangle up. Oh, I guess that should have been red. That's awkward. Little mistakes, minor errors in judgment that are forcing us into this position. Well, let's force them to have things again. If they don't, they don't. Okay. They're behind, so I think we're okay to wait and force some things. They should have something like a dive down here. There we go. But we wanted to force it. See, because now they're going to tap down the whole board, that's fine. But if we get any land off the top, we get Kalitas into play, which would be huge. If it's not a land, we'll just Strangle. Well, maybe we won't. This is still pretty good. This is also incredibly difficult for them to get around, because Shackle Guys doesn't do a whole lot. If only you'd been patient, you get to hit at this turn. I'm not about patience. Why would I be about patience? I was about forcing them to have one of... They only have 4 Geistlight Snares. That's the only counters they have for this matchup. I'm definitely going to force them to show me the counter or get blown out. 0. Logic. No thank you, sir. No thank you. Not about that logic. Besides, have you ever tried to Shackle Geist to Graveyard Trespasser? Doesn't work well. Doesn't feel good. They're at 4 life. They have Lofty Denial. Depends on the build. Some do, very few do, and if they do, they only have 1 to 2. I know that HollywoodBlack does, but like post board, maybe, not necessarily. 6 to 8 counters, yeah, sometimes. Not 6 to 8, no. 4 to 6. 4 Geistlight Snare always, sometimes 2 Lofty Denial. You don't play 4. Okay. So. Why don't we just start with this and see what they have? This feels like a fun scenario. Little guessing game. They have Lofty Denial also. Okay. Except here's the problem. We get to swing. There's no creatures. Oh, there is. Yeah, we're on lethal for every single creature, so they have to block out. And I'm still gonna pop this probably, depending on how they do this. Like, we're at 10. Let's see what we get off the top here. We can get a Fatal Push. Not so much. Okay, that's fine. It's still alive. And it might turn that into live. As you can see, these games get kind of slanted quickly. Hidetsugu still looks good though. Question is, are we running it back? We're 2-1 right now. Hidetsugu looks as good as I thought it would against a deck that now has 16 1-drops, 12 that are creatures, and 4 Curious Obsession that can get hit with it. That's about the same as Cat Oven decks, I think. Maybe more. Okay, and in the meantime, we need to get Jam.pan the deck list. Let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? Jam, it might just be to invite you over to the Discord, honestly. I always post the stuff up on Discord, so that might just be the easiest scenario, is have you pop into the server, and I mean, I always post stuff up. Let's see. Pizza go if we running it back. Without access. Don't tell me I don't have access. I've got access. That's how we live. That's how we live, baby. Okay. Let's figure it out real quick. I'm in, buddy. Already ahead of the game. Alright, fair enough. 907, 705. Let me go ahead and toss this list up for everybody watching. Okay. Let's see here. This deck, yeah. All of this. Copy of the clipboard. Dump it into the TheDarkStream. Alright, regular video. Cool. Cool. We are 1 win out of Diamond. I haven't really push this too hard, but as long as we're only Jam.pan, I got you posted over in the Explorer tab, and welcome to the motherfucking TheDarkStream. This is Mono Green Devotion. I've been running it off and on over the last few days, just kind of messing with the idea of figuring out how to beat Rakdos with regularity. Very rude dragon. I'm not sure if this deck is good enough, but I feel like we gotta give it a shot. Certainly does draw a lot of fucking lands though, doesn't it? Boy, is that irritating. Blood-Tithe Harvester. Well, this is one of the matchups. The good news is there's a lot of stuff I can ramp into. Alright, Harvester is still running around. The devotion list is in the Discord as well. Yeah, I will absolutely do that. Jam.pan. Let me crack through this ranked match, and I am more than happy to run that. Okay, deck, you have like 16 ramp outlets. I need to see one of them. That's not it. It's okay though. That's still playable. We can still fuck with that. We still fuck with that. Because we can pop out that for another troll. We're just playing trolls here. Just trolling. Just all the trolls. I mean, if you just smack it up with a Knight of the Even Legion, I will double block that. I don't care. That's totally reasonable to me. You waste your whole turn? Fine by me, too. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably a better move. Okay. We'll still have 7 mana next turn. We could still top deck any of the cards that... There we go. There's my baby. There we are. There's Precious. Okay, we tapped that poorly. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. Let's get down to business. The thing to remember is we are the motherfucking aggro. And if they want to trade out for forests, we're in for that. Like, we're just forcing them to have removal and pressure every single turn. Danto. Interesting. They had the removal. Okay, and they had the 1 mana removal, which means they can apply just enough pressure to kill Nissa. Super irritating. We did not expect them to have the second one. But you gotta play for that, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how this game goes. You gotta play for these things. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 4, okay. So we put them on notice that they're almost dead so that they can't afford to do the same kind of swinging they want to do. And that gives us time to dump an Elvish Mystic, flip an Old Growth Troll into something else, and keep it rolling. A 3rd Fatal Push. Well, that's spicy. And a Fable. Man, 3 fucking pushes. Well played. Well played indeed. Yep, that's not a Storm of the Festival. Okay. Push it this way, yeah. They may get game 1. Triple pushed it a lot. Is this the vampire deck? Oh, no shit. Huh. I didn't know they were doing this. I thought they were still in the Grixis builds. So we have to block there or we die. Fun times. Okay, is a troll really going to make a difference here? Or do we just have... I don't think it's enough to do what we need. Storm the Festival, is that enough to do what we need? Off the top. Okay, if we storm into Double Cavalier, I think we have to play the out, and that out was not achieved. Okay. But the out there was Storm the Festival into Double Cavalier, which gives us enough time, hopefully, to get a second storm going, and you just start to combo off, and that's the idea. There's no sideboarding in this deck, by the way. This is 15 Wish Target Karn madness. I don't know that it's the right deck, and in fact, the more I've played mono green, I don't think it's ported correctly. Like, Kiora is at its worst in this version because there's no Nykthos to untap. I'm not saying there aren't good targets, I'm just saying it's kind of lackluster. And it's a 2-of in this, and I think it could be 2 of something else at a 3-drop. So, chat, if you've got an idea of a green 3-drop that would fit well in Devotionless Devotion, I'm super fucking interested. I've yet to find the right one. Alright, don't Thoughtseize me turn 1. Don't do it, coutinho, brewer. Look at that. We might actually get the Karn off. Karn's spicy when you get him rolling. Danto? Nope, Blood Tithe. Okay. So they get to kill the Karn, but that's fine. All we really wanted from Karn is a Time Walk and a land. So we use this. 15 in the Wish. So you think about what is it that we need here? We need to get to Cavalier. So we grab this. Darksteel Citadel. Juke and easy. What are you wanting your 3-drop to do? I want it to do things. Good things. Strong things. Jugin's interesting. Jammed Out Pan, that's a very interesting scenario. I think I'm a fan. Alright, so against these decks, these, I don't know, vampire lists, we're just trying to go bigger. Like, they're gonna kill Cavalier, and that's fine, but then we get Karn back on top, and in the meantime... Oh, come on, not a single land. Well, that's bullshit. It's fine, we'll just storm next turn. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Yeah, alright, there's the scoop. If you outramp them, they just scoop most of the time. It's kind of wild. Even when they shouldn't. Elf Jugen Nissa, and it adds counters. So this is the wish board for everybody wondering. God Pharaoh statue does play a role. If you are ahead on board and you slap down a Karn, and there are going to be scenarios. I had a scenario today, turn 4, I had 15 mana with this deck. This deck can go nuts. And there are scenarios where you get to do that on turn 4. And if you get to do turn 4 God Pharaoh statue, it's insane. You basically lock your opponent out. It's like you're playing stacks all of a sudden. This is here because blue-white control exists and you have to turn off Teferi, and they're going to have the March of the Otherworldly for the first Pithing Needle, but you're forcing them to have it. Golos, Asika's Chariot, these are just grinding cards. You have the Cascading Cataracts to turn Golos on. Works out nicely. Sky Sovereign, you need removal. Heart of Curon, sometimes you're going to need these scenarios where you just have a flying blocker to defend the Planeswalkers that just eats counters. Unlicensed Hearse, Weathered Runestone, Tormod's Crypt, pretty obvious. Greasefang's still around. There's other stuff that's around that you need Tormod's Crypt because you need to be able to go turn 3 Karn, grab Crypt, put Crypt into play, go. Especially against those Indomitable Creativity decks, which you would think you want Weathered Runestone for, but really you just need to blow out their grave at the right moment, and they're going to have Prismari commands for you. Citadel because you need a land you can get, because you saw the scenario we just played. World Tree turns on Golos too. It does, but Cascading Cataracts is indestructible, which with Nissa is kind of nuts. It also comes into play untapped, which I like. And it's our only non-green land, so we can afford it. Alright. I think that's reasonable. Lands and spells, baby. Lands and spells. We force them to have things like Fatal Push, which they should have, and they should play right here. But we have to force these things, because if they don't have them, all of a sudden we start to explode. This deck is just about containment. Can they contain what we're doing? The answer is usually fuck no. Every once in a while it's yes. But when they do, then we play a fair game, except we get to 3, 4, 5, and it gets kind of nuts. Although, here's the scenario where they get to get ahead. What do you have? Is it Champion? It's Kalitas. Okay, that's a little scary, because Kalitas makes this a lot worse. I keep forgetting that's a fucking vampire, honestly. Oh boy, don't have Heartless Act. This game's going to be over before it began if we get into a place where Kalitas takes over. Okay, so far so good. Don't die on me. I needs to kill Sorin though. Good lord, that's scary. Oh, they're doing it for the Fatal Push. Ah, fuck you. Just for the Fatal Push to get Kalitas rolling. Yup. And now we don't get the ramp. Why are you so scary? Karn would be a waste of time, so let's just dump it on here and pass it on over. We're going to have them not have a lot of removal moving on, because Kalitas... I don't know, is this the best use of Kalitas? Is to get into a Sorin deck instead of a Rakdos Midrange? Is that really the point of Kalitas at this point? Good God. Alright, well this was a relatively busted ass hand. What else do you have? Champion? It's gotta be Champion. There we go. Draw 3. Just like that, Ancestral, baby. The Wombo combo. Fucking gets there. Okay, so if we go this into Nissa, can we still get Cavalier? I think we can. Yeah, we still get Cavalier. So, for those wondering how fast this deck can just explode, it's like this. I still think we're in a shit spot because Kalitas is huge for them, but it's worth noting that we could recover if they don't have removal. It's going to come down to, do they have the removal? And if the answer is yes, we are Estin the Bee. Straight out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for those wondering where that quote came from and why it makes no sense. Oh, Soren. Soren, Kalidas, and Champion. This is a spicy list. Mardu Vamps. I've seen Grixis. I have not seen the Mardu one before. At least not in like 5 seasons. It's been a few years. We definitely didn't have Kalidas last time. Okay, so they can... They're gonna get Nissa. There's no way around it without sacrificing Cavalier, and I don't think that's worth it. I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3. I mean, like, is Storm the Festival that much better? Yeah, but we need to kill Soren. Let's go this route. I don't love it, but love it or not, we've got to deal with this. And if we go this route, there's a chance that they leave us an opening, which I think they just did. Let's see. Oh, right, because it's Death Touch. That was the problem. Okay. I don't think we have anything we can wish for that deals with that. So we'll just swing at Soren. They'll block, because why wouldn't they? It's a free chump for them. Okay. Karn, you're coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna have to be a Golem, I think. Yeah, gotta kill Kalidas. Golems for days. If they let us keep the Karn, we will. But the important thing is that we blow up that damn Kalidas and get back on the board. That you dead and missed it. I'm not surprised. That shit happens all the time. Okay, so now they should be sacking with Soren to blow up the forest. There we go. Yep. That's the thing. 42 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think there's a path through. Let's see. So if we do Asika's Chariots, we've got enough to stay alive. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Do we have any other path? Maybe we should have just done the damn wand. Play for the win, right? No, that still wouldn't be enough. Okay, so it has to be heart. And we go Cavalier. Come on. You gotta get the land off that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it would have been interesting. I think that'll kill it though. Alright. Blech. Mono Green Devotion. Trap deck. Calling it right now. Trap deck. I will post it up though. I think it has some severe issues, and the build needs work. So let's take a look at the build first before I start posting this up. This is what people have been using to deal with Rakdos Midrange, and I don't think yours correct. We don't have a lot of ways to turn it on. It doesn't turn on and nick those for us. Also, for anyone watching, I am aware that we're at 23 lands instead of the 21 in Pioneer. We can maybe go to 22, but like you can't go much lower than that, frankly. I think we can cut out these Kioras though. They just don't do that much without Nykthos. And let's take a look here. Storm Festival instead of just ramping up to things like 8cc Ugin. Ugin's a thing. I think Storm Festival's stronger, but Ugin's a thing. I have not fucked with Ugin in a minute. And let's dump this over to 3, because 3 is really the sweet spot here of what we're looking for. So we're looking at, I believe, Jugin. defends the temple. Imagine fucking with Ugin. Seems SU. I have no idea what SU means, Nerdy Steve, but you know, I'm also a millennial, not a zoomer, so I've fallen behind on slang. I keep trying, but damn it, it's just not quite there. Is this good enough? Oh, sus. Sus. Yeah, I know sus. I played that game. Among Us. Great times. Jugan. Is this better than Kiora, chat? Like, is this gonna do... It does give us the ramp. It does give us counters, potentially, to validate a few of the other things. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures +5/+5. It could get there with misses. I appreciate it, Nerdy Steve.
To the TheDarkStream.
I think we're fine with at least one. It's legendary, so... Isn't it? No, it's not. Interesting. Do we want anything else? Is there anything else that's worth even looking at? We've tried Topiary's Stopper. It's a trap. It really is. It just doesn't do what you're trying to do. Maybe it's Jugin's. Yeah, there's an argument for Oogie Bear. I haven't played with Ugin in a deck in a while, and what spice, you know? We even got the sexy version. Do we throw in a miser's copy of this? I feel like one Ugin. I mean, it'll blow out like everything we're doing. Oh, that's why it's not in here, because it blows out literally all of this shit. Like the Wolf Willows get blown out, whatever the old growth troll enchants to gets blown out. You know what? I still like a miser's copy though, because usually if you get an Ugin resolved, even if you blow out all of your mana, you're still winning the game, right? And that's what you're trying to do. It's not an artifact we can't get that way. Okay. Tell you what, chat. We're gonna throw one more, like this, with this Green Devotion. I still think this is probably a trap, but I want to know, right? It's got a good Rakdos mid matchup. Not Nissa lands. When we say not Nissa lands, not Nissa lands, right? Oh, with Ugin, yeah, it doesn't hit with that. But the Wolf Havens, the old growth troll enchants, that's a bit. Okay. Well, this is not supposed to be a good matchup. This is Mono Blue Spirits. I'm curious if it's as bad as I've heard. We'll find out. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're wrong. CarpeDeezNuts. Fucking love the names that some of these people come up with. They're just priceless. So next turn's what? Troll and Elves? Trolls and Elves? Ugin leaves them. Yep. Ugin leaves them so easily. Napster, thanks for the follow, by the way. Much love. Okay. Here's the old growth troll. Here's the elf. And then we're just going to try and cast Cavaliers all day, I guess. I feel like that's... We're so far behind. This does not feel like I was hoping it would. Is this deck a trap? It beats Rakdos mid. I can guarantee you that. I've played Rakdos mid 5 times in the last 48 hours, and I've 5-0'd them. So for Turtlebox and all the other people sitting on Twitter like, oh my god, Rakdos mid is taking over, there's checks on it. This deck is a check on it. This deck, however, has an unfortunate matchup that we're about to see, which is a problem. Alright, whatever. It's not like we're not going to cast it, and I don't think waiting around is going to change it. You got the Geistlight Snares, awesome. If not, well, you still got Shacklegeist, so kind of matters, kind of doesn't. Alright. He turned into a 4/4. That's fine. Smack him around. So we're going to see these two tap down the Cavalier, then they smack in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, God. Gross. There's a Rattles. Yep, we don't try to kill your stuff. We just die. Horrible, horrible deaths. That's how we play Magic. We just don't do the things we need to. So that's 2, 4, 6, 10. Alright, Shackle Geist taps down Cavalier. Changing deck a bit to use Vivian Arcbow main and having fewer wish targets sideboard to allow Shifting Ceratops to help blue spirits in control matchups. Yes, agreed, Zero. Agreed. Shifting Ceratops might be what has to go there. And there's room to be made on the board. Seeker's Chariot's kind of greedy. On a wish board, you don't need it. It's just, sometimes it's just right, you know? And there's a few other choices on there that probably fall into similar categories. I don't know if that Heart of Quran's correct or not. I saw it in a RCQ list for Pioneer, and I thought, what spice? Why are they... What is this? What is this trap? What is this about? Like, do we just... Is it the Shacklegeist? No, it's gotta be this. That was an egregious error on CarpeDeezNuts, but... Oh, okay. So they're doing it like that, huh? I see. I see. Oh, there's an Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, remember when we said this was really funny if it worked? Steve, have faith. We just did the impossible. We lived the dream. Unfortunately, it's not going to hit Ascendant Spirit. But, to be fair, the only thing that dies of ours is an elf. 1, 2. Rawr. They get to kill Ugin. Wander's only instants and sorceries. Rawr. They have flying. They're killing Ugin. But they're out of Shacklegeist for the moment, which is the much bigger deal because we have Cavalier of Thorns and we can apply pressure. So we're just gonna do that. We might steal this game. I mean, we got to live the Ugin dream. I don't care if we win or not at this point. We lived the Ugin dream. Oh my god. Do you hit the Ugin? Of course you hit the Ugin. Otherwise I'll minus again. Gotta hit the Ugin. Gots to hit the Ugin. Okay. So, what do we do here? It's probably another Cavalier, as much as I want to be Nissa. I mean, Nissa forces a block, but like, to what end? Well, then again, we can get Karn in there too. It's not like they're going to be able to lethal us next turn. Let's force the block. Let's put them in an awkward position. The Cav is not the way, Zero. You're not thinking clearly. Because now I get to do this. I get to play 2 walkers. That's right. It feels that good. What do we want? It's all available to us now. All this spice. Let's get a Heart of Quran. At least this thing can sit around and chill. The one of Ugin, guys, it worked. Against a mono blue deck, we got to resolve Ugin. You can't tell me that's not living the dream. That is absolutely living the dream. And I'm here for it. Come on, Karn. There we go, up to 9. Rawr. See, the point here, Zero, is that we get to get another creature off Nissa. And with that many creatures, I don't think we have a shot of losing. There we go. CarpeDeezNuts, right in your mouth. So, let's take a look at what we would want. We would want, hypothetically, to dump out a Seeker's Chariot. And, honest to God, I think we can get rid of Pestilent Cauldron. I have never been in a game state where I was like, yup, this is the way. I keep waiting for that game state to happen, but I've played over 50 matches now, and these are not really that useful. Golos is great, Citadel's great, Crypt is great. You need Hearst because you need a second iteration of graveyard removal that's a little more sustainable. Shadow Spear is there, but I'm not sure that it fits. I'm back and forth. Pithing Needle's great. Runestone seems like it should be good. In theory and practice, it's kind of slow and not great. It's not for Pestilent Cauldron, though? No, it's for the Restorative Burst. I just haven't been in a situation where I get Karn and I'm like, that's happening. Because usually these 4 at the top end are what you want to do when you have too much mana. I'm also not sure on Transmogrifying Wand. This was also from a Pioneer list. I just kind of ported it in. So let's say we cut the Wand, the Chariot, the Cauldron, and probably the Heart of Quran. We can get 4 Shifting Ceratops in. That seems like it's viable. Like we just need something to help that matchup. And we can put those in probably over the Karns, frankly. Because you just need to have that be not a walker that doesn't do anything. So that makes sense. You know, 4-drop for 4-drop, we're ramping to it. That's kind of what we're aiming for. I think we keep the Weathered Runestone for now. Mostly because I want, like, maybe that turns into Grafdigger's Cage. I don't know. I'm back and forth. Weathered Runestone also shuts down shit I don't want it to shut down. That'll probably get cut. We'll see. Yeah, Immortal Sun, I'm back and forth. Ooh, Ratchet Bomb. That's spicy. Jam.pan. Immortal Sun is there as the second Pithing Needle. Yeah, Runestone shuts down storms. There's tension points. Absolutely. The reasoning I like Immortal Sun is it's a huge issue for the control players. Let's go that way. You don't have the QR to make it an infinite combo. How is it an infinite combo without Nykthos? Don't you need... Maybe I'm missing something. Nerdy Steve, talk to me here. As far as I could tell, you needed... Rude with the Shacklegeist. You needed Nykthos to make QR the infinite combo with the Cauldron thing. Alright, let's start here and see what we get. I'd like an elf. You're not an elf. And there goes the Ugin to the bottom. Damn it. Shacklegeisting, need mana. So talk to me, Nerdy Steve. What am I missing here on the infinite combo? If we don't have Nykthos, what's the path through? He was just kidding. Okay. Fair enough. Ah, and they're gonna do it to the elf again. You bastard. Shutting down elves. Don't you know how hard they work? Oh. Okay, so you're dumping extra, so trolls and wolves for the Nykthos artifact. Oh god, yeah, no, we don't play the Nyx Lotus. I tried that. That is way too slow. But I could see Old Growth Troll and Wolves on Forest to achieve a semi-infinite... It would be hard. I don't think that's going to be common enough to merit its inclusion, but I understand the point. Well, this mono blue deck has done a very good job of shackling out my Mystic. I wish you had found me another. As it is, we are probably en route to getting a turn 5 Cavalier into play and countered on turn 5. Like the gangsters we are. There's a Wanderer. Okay. CarpeDeezNuts. You should feel shamed. Yeah. It's okay. Game 3 is coming, and we're going to get turn 2 Troll. That's how we're going to win this. Turn 2 Troll. Because I'm pretty damn sure we're losing this one, but we're going to play it out, just in case. Just in case. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And there's another tap down. La douche. So, what are we going to do? We're going to play Cavalier, which should resolve. And then they are going to tap down with 2 Mausoleum Wanderers and smack in to fucking kill us. But they could be dumb. And we play for their stupidity, just in case. My guess is it will not matter. But sometimes, at band camp, these things do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite get to Ugin anyway. Alright. Game 3. Alright, what do we think, chat? Turn 2 troll? Is it time? I feel like it's time. It's game 3. Everything's on the line. I feel like it's time. Definitely putting in some shifting Ceratops after this game, though. Alright. How lucky we feeling? That's pretty lucky. That's good enough. Like, you don't say no to turn 1 elves. Imagine if that was a shifting Ceratops. This would feel good. Man. Are they going to slip out the back my Mystic? That would be really, really funny. Nope, not so much. Okay. Give me another one. Yeah. This way... Yeah, we're not swinging. This way we have a shot at turn 3 Nissa and or Cavalier. Fuck yourself. Okay. I need a land off the top now because Shacklegeist exists. You son of a bitch. No. Give me the land. Yes. Okay, give me the Karn. I'm getting a Heart of Quran. Yep. We are going to force them to deal with this Karn and then leave us open to do the other things. That's the point of this. You can kill Karn, but you gotta leave the gates down. Them's the breaks. That's what I thought. Okay. So, do they have the counter to back it up? Probably, right? Seems like they should. Let's find out. One-time dealer. Fucker. Alright. Is there like a meat hook artifact that I'm missing, chat? Curious Obsession. No. I hope you swing and get 0 more islands. That is what I hope. No more islands for you. Damn it. Alright. So, yeah, we're swinging. Because they shouldn't block. Oh, right, they have that. Oops. Okay, play error. We did it. We should have just played the Heart of Quran. I keep forgetting about the Shacklegeist shit. Although, to be fair, they should have tapped it on upkeep. So, errors all around. Now they get to kill Anissa. Hey, what up, Shadow? Good to see you. We had some fun earlier, going 2-1 in 3 straight best of 3s with Rakdos mid up against this Spirits list. And we are getting our teeth kicked in playing Mono Green Devotion, letting everybody know yet again that Mono Green Devotion, while excellent against Rakdos mid, is not amazing against the rest of the format. And that's a problem. Alright. Shacklegeist, just doing work all day long. Well, let's start with a little heart. Interesting, didn't expect that. Okay, then let's push on over here. Get ourselves that forest, fantastic, love that for us, love everything about it. And let's dump a card into play. If they're not going to counter, we're going to keep going. So we can get a Karn in. Damn it. If If we got the card, we could have grabbed a Sky Sovereign and animated the Heart of Quran, which would have allowed us to get back into this game, because we were swiftly getting knocked the fuck out. So if these are all shifting Ceratops, I feel like this game would have gone a lot better. I think it's worth noting. Oof, that didn't feel good. Alright. Bottom of the ninth. Pretty sure we're getting rolled here, gang. One more time, for old time's sake. Dre, drop that beat. It's gonna be Sky Sovereign. Yep. A little elf action. You know what I mean? We smack it a face, right? Smack them into face. Push that forest right down their throat. It's elf life, damn it. That's what we came in for. Yeah, we're definitely migrating over to a different deck after this because, my god. I don't care how many shifting Ceratops you put into this list. I think it'll be better with shifting Ceratops, but I do not think that makes this good enough to roll the dice. Much like I don't think you can correct mono blue spirits for Rakdos, which would lead to what you would consider a rock, paper, scissors, except for that, oh, fuck off. Yeah. Except that it's not really rock, paper, scissors in this particular instance, because there are other options besides mono green, mono blue, and Rakdos. There is a deck sitting in the top 10 of Mythic, if I remember correctly. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a moment. First of all, to the Discord server it goes. And you know what, let's put the updates in this too, because we should at least put the shiftings in the sideboard. Definitely worth having. Asika's You're Gone, Transmogrifying Wand, Cauldron, and Heart of Quran has always felt just kind of So that's going in. Is there anything else with Pro Blue? No, not so much. Darth Zero, what was the other card you were talking about? We were talking a little bit earlier, and it was Wildborn Preserver. I think we can still fit two of these in. At least one over the Weathered Runestone that I just don't fundamentally agree with being in this list anymore. And honestly, we should probably try to cut this down to the 7 wish targets that deserve to be in, because we're a little over the top of how many targets we have. I don't love Shadow Spear, I'm going to be honest with you, it has not performed well. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all about right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is this just 6? No. Why does it say we have 15? 4, 6, 8. Yeah, okay. So, do we want... We want to keep the Hearse. The Immortal Sun, I'm back and forth on. Let's dump out the Immortal Sun for now and push it like this so that we have... Like, if it's a rock, paper, scissors scenario, let's have the ability to really turn the tables on games. On the... There is Pro Blue Spider. Skylasher. I know, it's not in the format. I wish it was. Maybe I'm missing it. Pro Blue Spider that makes more spiders. Ishkana or something? Chainweb Arachnir? Arasta? None of these are Pro Blue. This is Hexproof from Blue. That's interesting. But you still have to get it through. I don't think I love this. My reasoning is they can just go over the top of this. Yeah, they just go over the top of this, and it's not guaranteed to come down, which is a problem. Like, I'd rather, honestly, I would rather push into chain webs, because these can escape and go a little bit nuts. I don't know, maybe this is worth playing over one Wildborn, because we can get them off of Cavaliers as well. Thoughts, chat? what do we think about Chainweb Arachneer? It's got potential. It is removal. I think the Arachneers are better than the Preservers, frankly. Like, being able to answer their 1-drops is great, and then being able to flash them back later to answer the other stuff, that also seems great. And they're gonna counter other things that we're doing. Okay. I like this a lot more. I think this is where I'd take, like, what's left on the wish board is, in my opinion, absolutely necessary. I don't love the fact that we can't cut any more, because I'd like to cut exactly one more and get like the 4th Arachneer, but like Citadel has to be there. Golem is your top end answer. Pharaoh Statue locks people out of the game. Sky Sovereign catches you up against Rakdos. Golos outgrinds Rakdos. Purse, Crypt, and Needle are just bullet answers you need. Harpooner. That might be a stronger scenario. That's probably stronger than the Chainwebs. I think the Ceratops are still the best scenario because we need stuff for control as well. And this fulfills 2 roles, as well as just coming in for Karns, which are pretty much dead, and allowing us to have something to ramp to that's worth ramping to. But Harpooner is definitely a worthwhile card. And I think 1 Chainweb's pretty spicy as well. So, yeah, this is where I'll push. I'll dump this back into the Discord for those watching. This is going right into the Discord, which you can find on our Twitter, on our Twitch About section. I believe there's a link. Feel free. So, chat, I will leave it up to you. We can go back and run it back with Green Devotion. We still have the ever-trusty Rakdos list. We do have the Spirits list, and this is updated appropriately for what I think the meta is going to show. Whether or not the Brazen Borrower belongs at all is up for debate pretty heavily. This could be the Lofty Denial. I think Otawara, as a 1-of, has made the cut over the 4th Faceless Haven, both for the colored mana and for the fact that you just need to bounce shit sometimes. It's like the extra Brazen Borrower effect, right? The rest of this is pretty good. I'm not sure on the slip out the back. Number 4 over the Unlicensed Hearse. Probably it deserves to stay. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. So that's the mono blue list. This is a train wreck from hell. These are all different experiments. There's a lot of experiments in this, I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of fucking experiments. The deck that I've seen that does extremely well, let's see if I can find it. That's not it. I'll pull it together real quick so you guys can see it. Here we go. So there's another deck that's been absolutely smashing Rakdos Midrange. It's Fires. I'll show you what the list looks like. I wish I had it to pull up, but lucky for you, I can type pretty quick. There we are. Karuga. It's a Divide by 0 deck. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Jam.Pan. Truly do. Tis a damn good time, always. So, for those wondering about this list, welcome to Is It Fires. We're still a few cards out. I need to figure out what those are, but this list, more or less, with a few more modifications that I gotta find real quick, has been smashing Rakdos Midrange, and not by a small margin, like absolutely rickrolling it. Where is the rest of this list? I know it's sitting around here. Gonna go find it real quick. I believe it's Exotic Roller. If you don't know who that is, toss him a follow. Great dude. He is sitting at number 11 in Mythic with this list, doing really well. So let's pull it together real quick. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. Temples. Temples are a thing. When you don't care about your first few turns, tempos are lovely. A couple Cavaliers go down. Sphinxes. Sphinx is a thing. For those who recall, this is the other way to fix your draws. Chandra, still a thing. We like Chandra. And we like anger. Okay. Otawara. That's a thing. Sekenzen. I spelled it wrong. There it is. It's a thing. Storm carved. Den. Doop. Okay. 4 and 3. And we're missing something here. What are we missing? River. Is River not in this? That seems wrong. Let's dump all of that out and play the river. And let's see, what are we missing here? We've got 3 angers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, this all looks about like what I thought it would. Yeah, we'll do it that way. We don't need the next Otawara. And in case you're wondering what the sideboard looks like. Shoop. You can throw that in the sideboard. Mystical. Teaching. Leyline. This one weirdly has Leyline of the Void. I haven't figured out if it's necessary, but that's where they started and we're gonna honor that. The 4th Anger obviously goes through. Ashiok's are in. I'm also not sure how necessary these are. Whoops, not those. These. But, could be. Chandra. Good old Inferno. So, not 100% on a lot of these cards, but I think you can get a vibe for the reasoning behind a lot of it. Let's take a peek here. Yeah. This is Exotic Rollers list. He's sitting at number 11. It needs some work, I think. I mean, I'm not saying it's not an amazing list. It clearly is. He's been just shit-stomping Rakdos. And I know because I was one of the guys playing Rakdos at the end of July that got shit-stomped by this. And it wasn't very close, frankly. But I think this could use some more tuning. And my guess is these Leylines and Ashioks are not necessary, but I'm not 100% on that. My guess is Mystical Dispute needs to be a 4 of. I'm just going to start tuning it up a little bit because we need to beat Blue Spirits, and this seems like a list that would struggle with Blue Spirits. So let's do some of the basic grunt work here to make sure that we have a shot at that matchup. I think the 4th Brazen Borrower is also totally reasonable against Blue Spirits. It's a 2-for-1 that forces interaction early, which you desperately need. I don't know that I love the ley lines. I don't know that they serve much of a point. Like mono green, Rakdos. Rakdos isn't reliant on Grave. Okay, Cat Oven is. Are we worried about Cat Oven that much? I don't feel like we should be. We go bigger than them. You know what I mean? We've got Angers. Maybe I'm missing something. If we're not going to have these ley lines, what are we looking to do? Let's get rid of that. And take a look here and just see, are there fun ways to mess with mono blue or Rakdos with this? Like, what would we even board against Rakdos? Against blue, it's pretty simple. But against Rakdos, what are we trying to shift? That's really the question. Maybe nothing. The list is really good against Rakdos already. It's resilient as hell. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Is there something that I'm missing here that would be well placed against mono blue in particular? The deck's good. Mono blue, by getting Mausoleum Wanderer, it gains so much. It's kind of wild. What am I missing? There's got to be some interesting... What's it in multicolored, right? There's got to be some weird shit in there for us. That's interesting. That's very interesting. In a world filled with cat ovens, that does some work. Not enough, though. Sahili. Kind of spicy. Especially with these Cavaliers. Like, you can go kind of nuts with Sahili and Cavalier. But you don't get to win the game right away, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, we don't need it to be quite that narrow. We can go a little bit wider. Anything fun? Not so much. Crackling Drake's interesting. Doesn't do enough here, but it's interesting. Battle of Frost and Fire is kind of fascinating, as is Niv Mizzets. Hits vehicles, yes. Locust God is in the... yeah. I don't know, maybe... Let's leave the ley lines for a moment. And let's... Okay, so, chat, quick vote here. We've got... Let me just dump this in. Yep. And Affinity, you can go out. It's just not good enough. Is it mid? Can go out. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Let's get Is It Fires in there. Okay, so decks that we know are performing well in Explorer right now. We know Rakdos is, we know Spirits is, we know Green Devotion has been. Fires is the newcomer on the scene. Rakdos Oven's around, Jund Food's around. I will just tell you straight up, I'm never going to play Rakdos Oven or Jund Food. I absolutely abhor those decks. Like, playing Cat Oven decks, just too much clicking, not enough fun. I'm not trying to get carpal tunnel playing Magic. Lotus Approach is a weird concept. It's probably better as a Yorion deck, and we're just not... I haven't built it yet. I haven't figured out the right control list, because it's got to beat Rakdos, and beating Rakdos and Spirits and Devotion with control right now seems like one hell of a task. Because goes under you, just goes for more advantage than you, and goes over you. That's a shitload to deal with for a control deck right now. Whoever makes it is going to be a better pro than I am. And I'm really mostly semi-pro. So, doesn't matter if you have the 3 pro points that I have. I'm still calling it semi-pro. So, do we want Is It Fires and give it a run? Or do we want to push over to Green Devotion with the shifts and do that? Or do you guys want to see Rakdos or Spirits? Give you about 30 seconds. If I hear nothing, I'm going into Is It Fires just to see if this thing is good. But if you've got something in particular you want to see, now is the hour. Now is definitely the hour. Oh my. Good old Is It Fire. What goes in over ley lines? Like, is the food matchup that bad? And does this actually fix it? Or is it just, okay? Like, would we do better to just put more Chandra Awakens? Are we worried about the control matchup? Abzan Rhino. 26 lands. Thanks for stopping by. I do not have a list for Abzan Rhino. If you've got a spicy list, I tell you what, join the Discord, dump the list in, I'll play it right now. You got a spicy list, I'll run it up and see if I can push it into Diamond real quick. But I do not have a list for Abzan Rhino that I like yet. I have Darth Camgentace, who isn't here at the moment, but will be tomorrow, has a list he's working on. He doesn't have it done yet. He's still working on it. I know there's a spicy Rhino list to be had, but it's got to take down all 5 of these top contenders and then also Jund Food and Rakdos Food. That's a lot. That's a tall order. If you're going to compete at the highest level of Explorer, I mean, let's take a look at the decks that haven't lived up to that. That's all of these. These are all different experiments and ideas and concepts that did not pan out because they could not compete against the top. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit that's been tried. Abzan Greasefang's probably the closest to breaking in. It's really strong. Weirdly strong. But even then, you're relying on them giving you a window for Greasefang most of the time. And smart players just don't do that. I love the Rhinos too. 26 lands. I love the Rhinos too. Okay. Let's get a game going. I'm going to try Alright, one more with this devotion list. We have the Ceratops, we've got the Crow Harpooners, we've got the Chainweb Arachneers. And who knows, maybe we'll actually play against that quarter of the meta that's Rakdos Midrange, so I can show you what it looks like to beat up on that deck. Wrestler 64, what are they gonna be playing? Let's find out. Yeah. Copy-paste fires. Okay, I will... Damn it, I will do that for you. I apologize. I will make sure we can copy-paste fire shortly. Okay. How greedy are we? We're fucking greedy. Who am I talking to? Come on. We're greedy. We're doing this. You can push one, but you'll never push both. They probably will. I'm still willing to do it. Cool. Karn, let's do it. What do we want against this? This is somewhat of a mirror. Looks like it. No, it's not a mirror. They've got Fatal Push. So we probably need value, right? We need to go into a 5-drop range. And our wish targets are a little bit more restricted. But I like it to Golos usually. Yeah. Puts us on that ramp plan, forces them to deal with Elvish Mystic. Cool. That's fine. Now we're just ramping. Ramping with the best of them. And like they can kill the Karn, they can kill the Golos, but then we get to Storm. This is just putting them into that position where they have to do 3 things a turn to even have a shot. Hello, Teferi. Look at you. Shaking that ass. Okay. Gonna have access to some mana there. Good to know. We do not have enough to go there, so let's storm a fucking festival, right? Do we wolf howl? Nah, we storm it. Let's just storm it. Let's see what we get. Yeah! The spice is here. Boom. Okay. What do we want to do with this? Step 1. Make an indestructible 3/3 because it feels fun. Step 2. We don't need this Karn anymore. What we need, that. Let's just do that. And then, yeah, I think we're just swinging everything at Teferi to see if they block. We may have jumped the gun on the Pithing Needle, but at the same time, I'm curious if they're going to block or not. Okay. I mean, we'll play the Pithing Needle now. That's fine. We don't have to play the Wolf Hollow Havens yet. All right, Teferi. None of that now. All right, your Teferi shut down. We've got a pretty excellent board presence here. And I was gonna say, really? We have indestructible here. We're gonna kill everything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I don't know what they're doing with Doomscar and Paradise Druid in the same deck. That seems like a massive error in judgment. I also don't think there's much to board against this deck. This isn't exactly an archetype that there's much of a plan for. You just go bigger and beat the shit out of them. Jam.pan, we can be friends. Ooh, no lands. No thank you. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just dump the Ugin on the bottom. Force them to have the push time, because if they don't, we get this troll online. That's right, I meant for it to rhyme. I promise you. Yas, queen, yas. Let's get this troll. Let's get this fucking troll rolling. Troll roll, baby. Oh, please kill the troll. Damn it. Yeah, they wisely did not kill the troll. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go there. Much as I want troll and cavalier, we kind of need to get towards the storm. They're also able to go to Teferi Tuck a Troll here, and if they do that, we need to have the answer to Teferi Tuck a Troll, which is kill it. And if they're not going to do that, that's fine. Okay. Are they a better ramp deck than we are? I never thought they were, but like, oh. I don't know, just keep swinging. Death Touch. Ruh-roh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Don't kill me, bruh. Fuck off. Alright, well that was rude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not blocking that shit. Casualties of War. It's a hell of a card. Let's storm some festivals, huh? Good enough. I guess they can Topiary stomp through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eh. We'll see what happens. Let's see, another casualties. Good God. That is crippling. Holy fuck. Is this just better than Invoke and the reason to play Abzan and or Jund? I guess if you're gonna play Rhino, this is probably where I'd start looking. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I got nothing. Sitting here with a Storm the Festival, and I cannot push through that many casualties of War in a row. 2 in a row is too many. Alright. Surprising how effective this Casualties of War plan is. 4, 7, 11, 13. Okay, we're still... Technically, we can have a comeback still. Fucking unlikely, but technically it exists. Down to 1, and we're in it. No, not anymore, we're not. Alright, Casualties of War. Big fucking problem. Let's go to game 3 and just curve them, right? And if we can't do that, then let's shelve this deck forever and ever and ever and ever. Because Mono Blue Spirits would be beating the shit out of this Abzan crap. Rakdos probably would be too, actually. No. Okay. Alright, don't have turn 1 Fatal Push or Thoughtseize. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. We are going to get there because we are so damn good. I believe in us. Don't kill my elf. Kill the troll. Do the wrong thing, not the right thing. Damn it. Yeah. Gotta be. It's gonna be May. Okay. So, hopefully they spend time killing the elf again. And we get to Karn. What do we want to Karn into? Let's start thinking big, right? Cultivate. Not a good sign. What do we want to Karn into? Something beautiful. Something wonderful. Something that doesn't get casualtied to hell. Okay, Karn's on the board. They don't have casualty yet, but they're getting close. So probably Can we? No, we don't have enough mana to pull off Meteor Golems, but we could get a God Pharaoh. Not yet. Let's not give it away. Let's do Golos to start. Right? Golos to start. Smack them. They play the Teferi, but if they... No? Druid. Okay. Thoughtseize, Golos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, let's make life a little bit difficult. And yeah, we are going to swing here. We need to keep putting pressure on because we almost have them dead. The point of God Pharaoh's statue here, by the way, is to keep them off casualties of war because they have 6 mana, but they do not have 8. And if they wanted to fairy tuck God Pharaohs, that's not going to be easy. And in the meantime, we have Lair the Hydra plus Old Growth Troll, which should be enough to get there. Opa! Do we just turn this into a 6/6? Right? I don't know. Maybe. We're talking crazy. Maybe. 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make it 5. Maybe. Do they have the answer? And do I turn this into something else? I'm going to say yes. I think it's worth doing to apply this level of pressure and say you have to have answers to everything. What you gonna do here? Gotta have all the answers or else this goes through. Okay. You trading for the... You can't trade. So what are you trying to do? That feels weird and wrong, but okay. Why would you go that route? Like, even if you casualty of war here, is it enough? I guess it could be. Yeah? Alright. Let's apply pressure with some elves, huh? So the last card has to be a push. Let's see if they've got it. And we also have to top deck like nothing for 2 turns. They have a push? Oh, you fucking have it. Ooh, it's gonna be a spicy one. It's gonna be a spicy one. Ah, never mind, we win. Let's blow him a kiss. Mwah. And out you go with your trash panda deck. Good old casualties of war. Oh, look at that W. Look at that W. Spicy. Alright, let's get that fires list in the Discord chat for everybody who is looking for it. Looking at you, Jam.Pan. Love the name, by the way. That there is the list. It is sitting in Discord now. Alrighty. It's 8 o'clock. I usually stream about 2 hours, 6 to 8, so I can keep it fresh. And that's going to be what we do here. So I'm sure Hollywood Pizza is still up and rolling. I'm just going to go ahead and raid on over to him. Much love for a Hollywood pizza, always. Let me just start that raid train right now. There we are. Tots off and out. We will see you tomorrow. It's gonna be a good fucking time. Peace.